everyone, my name is Eric, and today I'm going to be reviewing some THC drinks from Flyers Cocktail. I've got 3 different delicious sounding beverages, so let's try them out. Alrighty folks, let's take a look at this Margarita first. What I think I'm going to do here is just do a little taste test on all 3 of these, and then at the end I'll go through and drink one entire one and come back and tell you guys about the effects. So with this Margarita, there is the front and the information on the sides. Now these are a relatively low calorie beverage. There it says 10 calories per serving. 40 for the whole thing. Now it says that these are, 5 servings per container. So I suppose if you are new to these products, you may get 5 servings out of it. What I'll probably do is just drink one entire can. So anyways, let's open this one up. Take a look at it here. Test it out. I just happen to have a highball glass here. Let's see what we got. Alrighty. Well, the color looks pretty consistent with the Margarita. Maybe not quite as green as I remember them. But alright. Fill her all the way up there. Okay. Alrighty, well, let's see what it tastes like. Well, it does taste somewhat Margarita-ish, although it's not nearly as sweet. And you don't have you don't get that tequila taste. But yeah, it does taste a bit like a Margarita. I would say more like the regular, like mixed Margarita, not like a Margarita mix, like one of the cheap fake ones. This is more like a legit Margarita. Yeah, not super strong. I'm sorry, not super sweet. And I don't know, not too bad. You do get a little bit of the of that Delta 8 bitterness, but that's just kind of to be expected with anything that's going to have Delta 8 THC in it. But all in all, not too bad. So I'm going to set this one aside and move on to the next one. Okay, for our next one, we've got the Old Fashioned. Now, this one I'm actually the most excited to try because I've always heard of an Old Fashioned, never had one. I know it's, well, an old-fashioned cocktail, something that's been around for ages. So there is the front, and here is the back of the can. Now it looks like this one is 40 calories per serving, and this one just says 1 serving per can. So, all right, let's get into it. I have no idea what color an Old Fashioned is even supposed to be. Well, let's find out. Oh, okay. Wow, kind of like a nice amber color. Okay, kind of looks like like an amber beer or something, I suppose. But I don't think it's going to taste like an amber beer because, well, let's see, what's it say on this thing? Yeah, oak, vanilla, and bitters. So, oh boy, don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it. All right, let's try it out. Okay, guys, so here we go with the Old Fashioned. Okay, now this one is very different. Not like anything I've ever had. It has it's got almost a wood taste to it. Now I know it says that it has oak, but I really didn't expect it to actually taste like wood. But it does have a wood flavor to it. And as far as it says it has bitters in it, which is another thing that I've never really had before, but it is very bitter. It kind of tastes like kind of like the back end of a ruby red grapefruit. That bitterness that you get from the grapefruit, you get that, and it's really sweet also. Now it says, yeah, it says that it has vanilla in it, and I do get that. I do get vanilla. Let's see here. Yeah, that's it. With that vanilla, it's almost got kind of a rum vibe to it. And I believe somebody mentioned to me a while back that that an old-fashioned contains rum, which that would make sense then, because yeah, I do taste that vanilla. Kind of tastes like yeah, kind of like a Sailor Jerry rum or something like that. I get a little bit of that taste. I can see this is something that maybe this would definitely be a sipping cocktail. This wouldn't be something that you would want to just pound one after the other, because it's got a lot of flavor to it. Yeah, I think it would be really more of an acquired taste. I can't really compare this to any other, actual alcoholic old fashions, just because I've never had one before. But it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just different than anything I've ever had. So, anyways, I'll set this one aside and move on to the last one here. All right, and for the last one, we have the Spritz, which is another one that I'm not familiar with. However, this one I think I can understand a little bit more, because this one says botanical bitters and mandarin. So I wonder if maybe that's like a screwdriver or a, I'm not sure. But again, alcohol-free, 5 milligrams THC, and again, these are all Delta 9 THC, which is a little bit stronger than Delta 8 THC. 10 calories per serving, 40 calories per can. Again, on this one, same as the Margarita. So, let's open her up. And highball glass. Ooh! I really expected it to be orange, but it's got kind of an orangish pink color to it. Yeah, it looks really more like a fruit punch than an orange drink. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, well, let's try it out. Alrighty, so here goes nothing. Okay, now I like this one the most so far. And probably because this one just reminds me the most of just a regular soda. I was never really a cocktail guy, so I'm not used to kind of the oddball, more traditional cocktails. So, but yeah, this to me just kind of tastes more like soda, although it does have that bitterness to it. And this one also said that it did contain bitters, which I think the bitterness and the flavor that I'm tasting must have more to do with those bitters than the actual bitterness from the Delta 9, because I just don't think there's enough Delta 9 in this to make it taste that bitter. So it's got to be those bitters doing it, I think. But yeah, this one's a lot sweeter than the other two as well. Yeah, this is not quite as sweet as just a regular soda, but getting pretty close. And I think these have actually, let me take a look. I can't remember. I believe, yeah, these actually have cane sugar and allulose, which I believe is like a type of artificial sweetener. And it says that they have stevia in them as well. So a couple different kinds of sweeteners, and that could add to that a little bit of that bitter flavor as well, because sometimes artificial sweeteners tend to do that. But yeah, I like it. I like this one the most so far, which works out because this is the one that I'm going to go ahead and finish. So I will drink this entire thing and then give this a little while to kick in, just see how long it takes, and then I'll come back and let you guys know about the effects. Alrighty folks, it's been about a half hour since I drank this entire Flyers cocktail Spritz, and I'll tell you what guys, I really like this. Not a super overpowering buzz, but I didn't really think that it would be, just because it's only 5 milligrams of THC, and I do have a little bit of a tolerance to these products. But I think if you were a beginner or somebody that doesn't do this a whole lot, you know, maybe even part of these or a whole one may do the trick for you. And as I said, not a super overpowering buzz, just kind of a light sense of euphoria. I don't really feel a whole lot in the head, and it's certainly not putting me out in the fourth dimension or anything like that. It's just not really that strong for me. A little bit of a body buzz. I can certainly feel it, and I think if I drank more than one of these, you know, it might do the trick for me. If I was, you know, having an evening to where I might normally go out and have a few beers, go with a few of these instead. No, I think it would work really well. And so far, just across the board, I am really liking these THC drinks because I think they kick in a lot faster than gummies. A lot of the times these kick in 20 or 30 minutes, while with gummies it can be an hour, sometimes even 2 hours. Plus, I don't get the hangover the next day. They're lower calorie. These are just 40 calories a piece, while with a beer, even a light beer is going to be about 100 calories. A regular beer is going to be more like 150, maybe even more than that. So a lot less calories per can. And then also, you're probably not going to put down, you know, 6 or 7 of these in a night like what a lot of us will do when we're drinking beer. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Yeah, absolutely. The Flyers Cocktail Company Sparkling Spritz. All right, guys, so there you go. That was the Flyers Cocktails. I do a lot of these videos, so please drop me a subscribe. Maybe I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.